Hey guys, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online series here on the Game Testament. As per usual, it's me, Sam. Now, in the last episode I said I'd be doing some stuff with the mounts you get for free, but I thought it was just going to be 23 hours in game time. Turns out it's 23 hours in real time, so I've lost it. So unfortunately, unlike this guy, I'm going to have to run around and do my quests. I have received a mail, however, so I'm just going to check the mailbox. Now, as I promised, at some point, I will... Ah, here we go. What's this? From Aogar. Hello, even friend. While performing his duties here at Hanks's farm, my stable hand Calm found the best of Bidden you had been riding. Beast of Bidden, even. Ah, I know what this is. So basically, it's a piece of paper that by right-clicking on will give you a quest that goes up to Hanks's farm, which is where you acquire a mount. You have to be level 8 to buy a mount, though. As I said, at some point I will do a tutorial video on how to buy mounts, how to ride mounts, crafting, which I may be able to do in this episode, I'm not sure. I am a bit stretched for time, but I will try and get as much done as possible. So as you can see, I've got my quest log by here, and Arcade has completely changed. I'm going to go see my trainer to see if there's any abilities that need learning.
What can I do for you?
So I can learn that. Any passive abilities? Not yet. Now, passive abilities aren't abilities you equip, per se, like combat abilities, which are active. They're basically abilities that you use. For example, you can get a passive ability on certain classes that allow you to wear heavy armor or to wield two-handed axes, and so on and so forth. And I think that may have been what I'm looking for, yes. So I need to defeat 6 diseased bristlehides for Constable Thistlewool here in what is now the disgraced Arcade. It'll attack me first. Not even the wolves did that when we were in the beginners area, or the introduction area, really. And now I can loot from him this. Now, this skill I'm going to put here simply because it's called the Return Home skill, and basically in major locations as you go around, such as Arcade, there are things called milestones, which, if I show you now by returning into Arcade, are very easy to notice once you see them, and they come up, they're quite noticeable on the mini-map in the top right corner as well. And basically, by clicking on that ability, you return to that milestone. If I can find it. Yeah, this is the milestone by here. They're very easy to find, and on the map they appear as, if I press the map button, milestones. They appear how they would look in the game. Now, as I said in the first episode, Morgan is trying to do a Team Fortress 2 series, and he has started it. His first episode is up at the time of this recording. As far as I know, he could have more than one episode up by the time this episode goes live, but he hasn't had very many views on it, nor is this really, but in spite of it only going up a couple of hours ago at the time of this recording, he hasn't had very many views on it, so do give that a watch if you're watching this now. It means a lot to us to see many views, well, any views really, on our videos. Our first Guild Wars 2 video, which is our first video, over 100. We haven't come anywhere near that close, but that happens to so many channels, unfortunately, that they get so many views now on their first video, and then they don't. Now, if I'm correct, that is a captain. Now, I believe at level 10, I think it is, on the captain you get a companion who comes around and helps you in combat. That is partially part of the reason as to why I chose him, because it's going to make quests look 10 times better, considering I won't be dying all the time, and there are some pretty tough quests as part of the story on this game. What's that? Let's have a look. So basically, I forgot to mention this, I was supposed to. When I first tried to get on to make this episode, I couldn't actually get on the server because the server was full. So I restarted my Lotro, and luckily I managed to squeeze in, but it won't process necessarily as fast as it normally would. Sorry that the game sounds quite quiet, well, in comparison to how loud my voice is. I'm not actually using a mic, I'm using my internal mic, which happens to be a very good internal mic. I believe it does pick up background sound, but if you go in a quiet room with the internal mic I'm using a laptop called the HP Pavilion G6 i5 core processor. It sounds to me just like a normal microphone, and talking over Skype with my friends, they agree. So if you are looking for a laptop with a good internal mic and is good enough for gaming, I do recommend getting this. I picked it up for £399 in the PC Wheels sale, normally over £500. If you want a good laptop, I'd recommend waiting for the sales. What I did was, because I wanted a new laptop for Christmas Day, we reserved this down at one of the PC World mag stores, went down on Boxing Day, picked it up in time to get back into gaming, because my old laptop wasn't great. It was good enough, but it wasn't great, and it ended up breaking anyway, and to get it repaired would cost over £200. So I was planning on getting a new laptop for a very long time anyway, but I decided to do it, and luckily I've ended up with this one, which is quite good. Now, if I'm getting lag in the video, I'm not sure if I am, but I don't want. It's because of Xfire running. Now all I can wield at the moment is this great axe or this knife. So I'm gonna go for the great axe. And as you can see, it's taken ages to process. I've leveled up to level 7. But this is a pretty popular server, and it's gonna be worse processing now that I'm on. Considering I'm on a very popular server and I'm not even in the beginners area anymore. Let's see what I can loot. Now, I was going to do this as part of my upcoming tutorial episode, but I may as well show you now how to barter. Now, basically, if you look in my inventory, I have 5 tokens of salutation, which I got upon arriving in the destroyed Archet post-introduction. I got given 5 by the people of Archet. And basically what you can do with bartering items, you can do it the same as skirmish camps. I really cannot wait to show you what to do with skirmish camps. Skirmishing, in my opinion, is the most fun part of playing on Lotro, because it's so unique and it's so good, and it's so good to do with friends as well, if you've got friends to play the game. But for example, say I wanted lesser Athalas essence, I'd need 1 token of salutation to get 1 of these, and I've got 5. So I'll just click barter, and now I've got another which to add on to what I had, and I'm not going to get any more. But if I just show you what a novice's mark is, it gives you better combat run speed. Now this is quite peculiar. It's the sign for the Mad Badger Inn. As you can see, there's a lot of coffins around. Really quite distressing for what was once a simple little town to now be completely destroyed after being attacked by a really evil gang. I'm going to do my prologue quest now, where I have to bury bodies. As you can see, I've got some mini quests, one for Carl Sprigley, where I'll have to head over to his farm and collect some items for him. One to head over to Combe, which will teach you about crafting. I may do the tutorial episode next episode. There's a body, simply because then that way it's quite stressing to see all these animals dead, but because then that way I can show you crafting, I can show you deeds, I can show you the lot. So I'll definitely do tutorials next episode. If you're watching this, thank you very much. For a small scale channel like ours, it's not easy to get a respectable amount of views. You know, we share it amongst our friends, share it on Facebook, we tweet it, whatnot, but it doesn't really do much. So if you're someone who's dedicated and watching all of our videos, I can't really thank you much more, because I'm not tearing up, by the way. I've got like a bit of dust stuck in my throat. It just means a lot to know there are people who are watching our videos and are, you know, because it's so hard for a small channel to get out there, you know, because there's so many big gaming channels these days. It's so hard. And of course these graphic things are coming from bloody Axfire. Where's that body, man? I feel like on the map. Oh, it's by there. Nowhere near it. Why you lie? Right, yeah, there it is. In a bush. Where is it? Goodness sake. I've gone past it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Crying out loud. And Will Wheatley, it's quite sad considering I did a mini quest for him. At the beginning of the game. I won't go get the seed. I won't go get Spriggly stuff. I'll head over to the hunting lodge to do the prologue quest. I may do a threat from spiders in this video. If not, I'll do it off camera. Ooh, the ruins of Breland. They have some pretty cool deeds. I'm not going to talk to you about it much now. I'll save it for afterwards. Into the next episode. Next episode may do some of the story. What I'm really going to focus on though is the things I want to teach you how to do, such as crafting. Of course, I'm not going to be able to buy a mount or ride a mount because I'm on a different server. I don't have the riding skill, and I don't have the money for a horse at the moment. I'm just going to ignore that. Oh gosh, the wolf by there. Bloody dust. But essentially, next episode I'm going to teach you as much as I can. Probably won't be as long as the episodes we've had thus far. But I hope you are enjoying this series. I'm really enjoying it because I've played Lotro all the time, and then to be able to play it and to share my love for this game with other people is great. So if you are enjoying this, that's exactly what I wanted, because I just wanted to be able to make a solo series that people would be able to enjoy as much as I enjoy. Oh, for goodness sake, still there. Leave me alone! For goodness sake, go away. Thank you. Now luckily the black quotes are gone from Market. And they're not within main town Combe, but they are in the forest lying around, and there's going to be some awesome quests in those forests. Really, now the story begins to pick up and it becomes a really good, awesome story. In spite of you not being able to craft your own story per se, as in Tor, Star Wars: The Old Republic, that is, Lotro does give you the chance to immerse yourself in Tolkien's universe and to play what is essentially a very story-driven game. I hear so many complaints about the fact that they don't use the actual Howard Shore soundtrack in this game, but I actually really like the soundtrack they use, and I think it's a really good soundtrack, especially considering they had such high expectations to live up to, because Howard Shore soundtrack is just pure beauty. And you may have noticed I used it at the beginning of episode 2. I used King of the Golden Hall from the Two Towers. One of my favourite ones. Fellowship of the Ring is probably my favourite one. But I do like Two Towers. I do like Return of the King. I just feel, I don't know. Fellowship of the Ring, there's the delightful sense of adventure to it and friendship and whatnot. And Two Towers, the friendship is still there. But Return of the King, really depressing. But in case there's anyone on here who hasn't seen any of the Lord of the Rings film and they're a complete douchebag, now this will show you what the guards do. Then I won't say anymore. Now, in spite of the rest being 5, only 2 of us have been on the channel so far at the time of this recording. Just really trying to get the other 3 on the server. The server? Channel. I don't know what's wrong with me today, my throat's full of dust. And now I can't even say the right thing. And now this quest is in Combe. I recognise Elizabeth Honeymead. She's a barmaid. There's another quest to my... just right here. What's this? I think I might have to kill bears on my way to Combe. Oh, I have to collect this toolbox. I'll collect this toolbox. I may do a threat from spiders before next episode, because next episode obviously going to be the tutorial episode. I'm really sorry. Now I think this means it's a crafting quest. It'll get me materials for crafting. But I'm going to find builder eras toolbox. Where's that in comparison to where I am? There. So if I keep going through here, what's the time? I know I really ought to not be doing this. Wrong thing. I know I really ought to not be doing this during the video, but I've got to be somewhere at 6:30. So I really wanted to make the video before I went out, so I'm just checking the time. Now you will get a quick glimpse of Combe when I pick up the toolbox through the gate, but I won't go in till the episode after the next. Well, actually, no. Yeah, next episode I get to go to Combe because outfitting yourself and others is in Combe. If the episode is not really long enough, in spite of the tutorials, I will maybe do some story. But this series is really aimed at those who haven't played many MMOs, love Lord of the Rings, want to get into it. People who have played MMOs and love Lord of the Rings, want to get into it. And people just wanting to look for a good MMO. So this is just a good recommendation. Because in my personal opinion, Lotcho is probably, in my opinion, the best free-to-play MMO out there at the moment. Tor is very good, but well, Star Wars: The Old Republic, sorry, is forced to have it. Me and my friends call it Tor. Tor free-to-play features suck. But I'll just give you a quick glimpse of Combe. If I stand by the gate, I won't actually go in. The next time you'll get to enter this gate, and Combe is an awesome place to be. So much more atmosphere, a lot more vibrant than Archet. Even before the Blackworld attack, Archet was so lifeless. I haven't got a bath though, and I'm not crying. My throat is literally just full to the rim with dust. Really making really unappealing sounds all the time because of it. It's actually quite painful. Anyway, so Sasha, William and Harry all need to make videos for this channel in the same way me and Morgan have. We may be getting another guy on the channel. I'm not sure at the moment. I think we've said to him before we let him on the channel, we need to make sure the others have videos. You know, I know the Smiths look like complete YouTube channel noobs, which we are, but I think we're being a bit more professional now. So as I head back over to Archet, as soon as I hand the builder his toolbox, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you've watched the whole series, that's awesome. If you're only watching this episode, please watch the whole series. Give it a like, subscribe, give it a bit of a comment. I really hope you enjoy this series as much as I do, and I hope you watch some of the other videos on the channel. Even though me and Morgan's Guild Wars 2 series is pretty short at the moment, we have got loads of other episodes stashed on Morgan's computer, and of course watch some of Morgan's Team Fortress 2. So I've given it to him, and he's going to give me some simple rations, which I do have some of in my inventory, I believe. Yes, so now I have 6. Another quest, got to go talk to Taylor Green. thank you so much for watching. It's great to be able to make this video, and I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment. See ya. Bye.